what fruit is being referenced here in this passage? Jesus is saying, if you abide in me, you will bear much fruit. What fruit? What kind of results are expected? I think we all might have different answers. We all understand that the fruit is expected. My question is, what fruit? Random question. In which language was the New Testament written? What do you think? Hebrew? Greek? Roman? Latin? Are you sure? The correct answer is Greek. I knew the answer, I promise. Hebrew, it's the Old Testament. We're going to come back to this Greek. On the next slide, I will show you a verse which has what we call the Strong's numbers. So here you see English in the middle, Greek at the bottom. Each word has a number attached or assigned to each word. It doesn't matter what language you read your Bible in, this system works everywhere. Why we call these numbers Strong's number, it's someone's last name who came up with that system. I would like to explain you what it means. Strong's numbers are, if we can show the definition, are an index of every word in the original biblical manuscript texts. Each Strong's number links to the root meaning of the words of the Bible back to the original meanings in the Hebrew, the Old Testament, and Greek, New Testament, from which they were translated. If you didn't understand this, I would like to rephrase this in a simple language. So basically, when Bible was translated in other languages, sometimes it's hard to do a word-for-word literal translation. So translators, they were struggling to find different words and synonyms. And because we're reading different translations, sometimes we can slightly lose the original meaning. So in order for us to understand what is the original meaning, that Strong's number system, if we can go back to the Greek, like I said, no matter what language you read, each word that is in the Bible has that number. And if you take that number, you can look and study what is the original meaning. And the next beautiful thing is you can try to find that exactly that same word with that same number where it's being used in other passages of the Bible to find out the context of what is it being referred to. So, next slide, we are looking for the word fruit. You remember? My question was, what fruit is being referenced when Jesus said, abide in me and you will bear much fruit? What fruit? What kind of fruit? So if we look at the Strong's number, the word fruit has a number 2590, and next to this you see a Greek word. So now we're gonna try to go into the Bible and find another passage that has that exact same word, same original meaning, and same number. And we will find the answer, what kind of fruit is expected from us when Jesus talks, abide in me and you will bear much fruit. So now let's go together into Galatians chapter 5. And this is the revelation. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, longsuffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So now we can conclude that when Jesus is saying, if you abide in me, you will bear much fruit. What kind of fruit? The fruit of the Spirit.